Hello people of the internet, Autistic James here again, and this is going to be a part 2 video to showing you all my artwork when I was in art college, in brackets, not university, and this is also artwork I did when I was in art college, the majority of this is from level 2 art and design when I was at art college when I was 20 years old. So let's have a look, shall we? This is some artwork I did when I was doing the Space Age project, something our college course was doing, and here is the second man on the moon, astronaut Buzz Aldrin. And I believe Buzz Aldrin's still alive, but Neil Armstrong, he passed away in 2012 when I was on vacation in Malta when Neil Armstrong died, who was, of course, the first man on the moon. So let's get back to the art. I remember doing this in art college, being sat down on the desk and sketching him out. Stuff relating to space, so basically I put the stars and stripes there due to NASA, because obviously Americans went into space a couple of times, and the Soviet Union flag, since it was all Cold War related, what I was doing at the time. And there's some stars here, and these are all the planets in our solar system, so that's meant to be Earth, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. Okay, Jupiter, Saturn, Saturn again. So it's basically the same thing, but it's cut out on drawn oppositely, as you can plainly see. Here is an idea for one of my characters in the story I was making when I was at art college, and this is of Banker Dog. And I'm not sure if I drew this or one of the teachers drew this, but for the comic strip I'm about to show you, I actually drew it all. So this was just an idea first of what the characters may look like in the story, and I'll get to it right now, the story I did. This is the start of the story when I was at art college of Banker Dog and Sneaky Mouse and the robbing a bank in the story. So let me read to you what it says. Banker Dog, let's rob a bank in Animaltopia. And I got the idea from the movie Zootopia. Sneaky Mouse replied, sure, I need Sneaky Mouse and he's Banker Dog. And that's them at the bank. They're robbing a bank in the state of Washington, which is why I put the Washington state flag there. And I got revolvers in the hands and I walk into the bank. So this is what it looks like just outside the bank. And it's got someone here saying Mouse Neighborhood. And I got that idea from, of course, Zootopia. They're inside the bank with the handguns. And he's got a AK-47 on a Glock. And there's people inside the bank being tied up by the robbers. And her name's, as I remember, Sneaky Blonde, stealing all the money from the vaults and putting it in the backpack, in the rucksack, rucksack. And that's Banker Dog with his AK-47 in his hands. And there's Banker Dog and Sneaky Mouse. So basically it starts off like, it's been a while since I drew this. So that's them getting into the vehicle, heading into the highway. And then turning around and getting into the bank where they make the move. And they tie up the people in there. And then the police are there and they come out with the hostages. The SWAT and FBI are after them. And the APD, which is the Animaltopia Police Department. And that's them getting away. We actually got away with this robbery. Let's buy a mansion in Maine. My Animal, which is a spin-off of Miami. And that's them at the Animaltopia Airport. Animaltopia International Airport. My Animal, here we go. And that's them on the airplane. And they get one of them as a window seat. Them on the airplane when they're landing at My Animal International Airport. And that's them when they get off the airplane. And that's them in the car from the automobile shop, which is outside many airports. Here we go, our new car. And you can see the palm trees like they have in Florida. And there's a helicopter above this place. And they're robbing another bank in My Animal. No, wait, no, they're buying property in My Animal. This is their mansion. I just got confused for a second since it was a while since I drew this comic strip. This is the life. 82 degrees weather and a mansion. It sure is. Sneaky Mouse replies. $80,000, 80,010, 80,000, 80,000, 80,100, 80,200, 80,300. So basically they're counting all the cash in $100 bills. For sale, $10 million. and hope you enjoy this comic sketch I wrote for you. It was a lot of fun to do this back in art college when I was 20. I'm going to show you some more artwork as well that I did in art college. And I remember doing this just after I started level 2 on design. Artwork to my desk, so it'll just be easy for you all to see. So that's my pencil case I have. I've discussed from Inside Out since I had a Inside Out pencil case since I was 18, and that was my art sketchbook I drew. And some other stuff that was around where I was, and also my iPhone 6s, since I've been using iPhone since I was 19. I'm not sure what this is. I scared probably a bracelet or something. Here is a painting I did of the road and sky over in our college. I can't remember what kind of sky or road it is though, because it was a while since I last did it, but I did this painting of Jimi Hendrix. And this is Earth. Obviously, the atmosphere of Earth and space. I think I might have it the wrong way round. The right way round, because space is up here and our planet's down here. So basically, space and Earth, and is obviously the sun up there. Since I'm very fascinated by astronomy, I've been since my elementary school days. Here is some artwork I did of the evolution of a cookie. So that's it before it's even bitten, and one bite, a couple of bites later. Well, you get the plot. Half-eaten, almost eaten, and just resorted to crumbs. And I vaguely remember doing this in our college. And this here was part of screen printing. And basically we were putting this onto t-shirts, saying I am not an arsonist, but I do like to burn things, Dr. Bonnie, which doesn't make any sense because an arsonist is someone who likes to burn things. And I had a couple of these left. And these are some planets I made out of aluminum foil. And as you can plainly see, that's the planet Saturn. No, that's the planet Jupiter. That's the planet Saturn. And that is obviously the planet Neptune, since Uranus has rings around it since the planet's sideways. And that's obviously the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth. So I don't know where Mars is. And here are front views of people. And side views to help it. Obviously, since it's an art college, you're going to improve our art skills. And even got the date here by me on November 15th, 2017. So I did this when I was a couple of months into being 20. And over here was some clay I was making. I cut the hole into the star, front view, a ball I stuck with clay. A ring around my clay planet, top view, the planet's ring, the side view. I remember doing something like this in level 1 on design as well. But it was quite different design to this, but it was still the same method into making it that I made just after I turned 19. I did this one when I was 20, for this was in my level 2 on design course. And here is just how to get some colours in for doing my final piece of work for my final major project for level 2 on design, which is of course a piece I showed you in one of my other videos. And there's William Boonster at the first Thanksgiving. It had to be something Nottingham related, as I mentioned before in the previous video about my artwork from our college. And it's now framed up on here. And this wasn't college related, but I did this at the same time I was at our college. So I was very fascinated by religion again since I was 13. And I was doing this from the Bible and the different denominations of Christianity. And I can turn it around. And it's got the 10 Commandments on here. If you enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification button, since it really helps this channel to grow. And you'll be able to check out more of my artwork on this YouTube channel. Take care, everyone. Peace out.